All right, let's dive in, shall we? Today, we're tackling something I know a lot of you struggle with, English fluency. And to do that, we're going to dissect a real English learning podcast called 360 Vibe Talks Master English with Real Conversations,
Oh, I love those guys. Always good for some practical tips.
for sure. So this particular episode features a learner named Lisa who wants to up her fluency game and sound more confident. The podcast host put her through a role play. Imagine you're at a networking event.
Oh man, I can already feel the pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Networking events can be tough, even for native speakers. So the podcast walks us through Lisa's initial attempt at introducing herself, which is kind of a basic resume rundown.
Makes sense. Most people probably start there.
But then the host helps her craft this way more engaging intro. Like, instead of "I work as a marketing professional," Lisa ends up saying, "I'm in marketing, and I'm really passionate about communication and creativity."
Whoa, yeah, big difference.
Right. It's not just about what you do, but how you feel about it, which is way more interesting to hear.
Yeah. Totally. It adds personality, shows some genuine enthusiasm.
Exactly. And speaking of adding that extra oomph, the podcast highlighted 3 trending English phrases that I thought we could unpack a bit.
Love it, baby.
The first one is, "That's a great question. Let me think about it."
Ah, I love that one. It buys you some time to think while complimenting the person asking. Genius.
I know, right? It makes you sound super thoughtful, even if you're scrambling for an answer in your head.
Totally. Strategic pausing at its finest.
And then we have, "I totally agree with you on that point."
A classic for building rapport. It acknowledges what the other person's saying before adding your own 2 cents.
Smooth transition. Right. Instead of just jumping in with a counterpoint or something.
Exactly. Keeps the conversation flowing.
Okay. And the last one is, "Can you clarify that a bit more?"
This one's great when you want to double check you understand something, but you don't want to sound confused or like you weren't paying attention.
It's assertive in a polite way, you know? Like, "I want to make sure we're on the same page."
100%. It shows you're engaged and actually want to understand what's being said.
And you know what? The podcast actually challenges listeners to try using these phrases in real life.
Oh, I love that. I mean, that's how you really integrate them, right?
Yeah, it's one thing to know them, another to actually say them out loud. So I'm definitely taking that challenge. Are you in?
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see how they work in different situations.
And it also makes me wonder, what other phrases could we be adding to our conversational toolkit to really amp up our fluency and confidence? I mean, every language has these little gems, right?
Yeah, that's something to ponder, for sure. There's always room to refine how we express ourselves. Maybe we should all make a conscious effort to pick up on those effective phrases we hear others using.
That's a great point. Pay attention, folks. There's a whole world of awesome phrases out there just waiting to be discovered.
And implemented. That's the key, turning knowledge into action.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, I think we've given everyone a lot to think about today. It's not always about learning tons of new words, but sometimes just using what we already know in a more impactful way.
Totally agree. So go out there, try those phrases, and let us know how it goes.
We're all on this fluency journey together.
Absolutely. Until next time, keep practicing and keep those conversations flowing.
And keep paying attention to those hidden gems of language all around you.